So now you find yourself as a man who's grown older, maybe in your 40s, 50s, or even your 60s. You've lived through different phases, faced challenges, and gained wisdom from real-life experiences that younger men simply cannot access. Then suddenly, a younger woman comes into your life. She carries a certain energy, a sense of excitement, and a natural curiosity. And somehow, she gives you genuine attention, not just surface-level politeness. That feeling ignites something inside you once again. It feels fresh, it feels alive. It reminds you of a time when the world seemed full of possibility and your heart beat with a different rhythm. And this is exactly the moment where most men begin making quiet mistakes that unravel everything they've built. When an older man becomes attracted to a younger woman, something inside him slowly starts to shift. He begins to forget his own worth. He starts overlooking his experience and the strength he has built over time, as if those decades of growth count for nothing. Instead of standing firm, he begins adjusting himself. He tries to fit into her world. He softens parts of his identity that made him who he is. He becomes less grounded, less certain, less himself. Gradually, he starts behaving like someone else, someone he doesn't even recognize in the mirror. And the moment the shift takes place, the entire dynamic changes. She no longer sees a strong, centered man. She sees someone who is trying too hard, someone who has lost his footing. And slowly, the attraction begins to disappear, replaced by confusion and ultimately disinterest. This is not about judging anyone or suggesting that these relationships cannot work. This is about awareness and discipline. You need to protect your self-respect, your identity, and your inner strength. When attraction shows up, you must remain grounded. A calm man always moves with purpose. He does not chase, and he does not lose himself in the process of pursuing someone else. What we're discussing today are mistakes you must avoid if you want to preserve your dignity and your value. These are not just dating tips. These are principles that help preserve your value and ensure that you remain the man she was initially drawn to. First, never try to act like you are her age. You are not the same when it comes to life experience, and pretending otherwise is a disservice to both of you. Many older men make the mistake of copying younger behavior. They change the way they dress. They follow trends that don't suit them. They try to act as if they fully belong in her world, as if they're 25 again. But this only weakens your position. You lose the very thing that makes you unique and valuable in her eyes. A woman can quickly sense when something is forced. It feels unnatural, and that quietly destroys attraction in a way that is difficult to recover from. Your age is not a weakness, it is your greatest advantage. You've gone through pain, growth, and transformation. That creates presence, that creates depth. A younger woman does not need you to pretend to be something you're not. She is naturally drawn to what she has not yet developed in herself. Your calmness, your confidence, your stability, your ability to navigate life's challenges without falling apart. When you stop trying to match her energy and stay grounded in who you truly are, your attractiveness increases naturally and effortlessly. Second, do not turn into her emotional support system. Many men slip into this role without even realizing it, and once they're there, it's almost impossible to escape. She begins sharing her problems, her past, her emotions, and you listen, you want to help, you feel needed. But slowly, you become her emotional outlet, the person she dumps all her anxieties and frustrations on. She comes to you when she feels low, she shares everything, and you start believing this is connection. But it is not attraction, it is dependency. There is a clear line between being present and being used emotionally. A strong man listens, but he does not carry everything. He remains steady. He does not try to fix every problem or solve every crisis. He does not sacrifice his own peace in the process of trying to be her savior. If she brings emotional chaos, you stay calm. That balance is powerful. When you remain centered, she respects you more. But the moment you become her emotional crutch, she stops seeing you as a man and starts seeing you as a therapist or a father figure. And that is not the foundation of romantic attraction. Third, never seek her validation. This is one of the most common mistakes men make, and it is often the most damaging. You begin offering more compliments than are natural. You wait for her messages with anxious anticipation. You adjust your behavior just to keep her interested, even when it means compromising your own values.
Gradually, you start depending on her approval for your sense of self-worth, and that destroys your value in her eyes.